My name is Honorable Engineer Satomi Ahmad. I'm a member representing Jere Federal Constituency and I'm from Borno State. As a matter of urgent public importance, I rise under our standing rules. That's Rule 4, Order 8, so that all things will be suspended for me to carry this motion. And I thank Mr. Speaker for giving me the opportunity. Why? Because I deem it's important and it's timely for us to look into the defense and the security architecture of the entire country. If you look at our military system and our defense system, in the motion, I cited different tactics, strategies that the military open upon. And also, the impending crisis we have at hand at the level of the security. Among the major one is the Boko Haram crisis, ranging to the Fulani henchmen, kidnapping, banditry, militancy, etc., etc. If I may put in more, there is no state in Nigeria, maybe if there is, maybe 2 or 3, that have not the presence of military. So therefore, looking at the defense entirely, looking at the budget, that's why I put it, priority should be given for the funding of the counter-insurgency operation in the country. Why the priority? Even the meager resource appropriated, insofar as I'm concerned, the little research and information available to me that has to do with security, consider the world, looking at America now, being the number 1 in the world in terms of funding their military. Nigeria is not spending 10% of what America is spending. America is spending over $600 billion per annum on their defense system. Okay. Followed by China. The least among is maybe Italy, which are spending about $17 billion. They are more advanced. Let's come to Africa. Angola per se, with a population of 39 million people, they are getting to $6 billion per annum on their defense system. If you look at the number 1 in Africa, Egypt, with a population of 94 million people, they are spending close to $4 billion. But looking at their entire defense structure, they have over 1,000 aircraft functional. Over 1,000. Come to Nigeria, how many we have? One of the most exorbitant aspects in life is war. And looking at the Nigerian in context, the crisis at hand, the silent crisis that all of us at the house needs to wear our thinking cap, is the deforestation, for instance, abject poverty, unemployment, pervasive illiteracy, etc., etc. These are all signals and factors that will influence crisis. If we do not improve our defense system, investing in our defense system, believe me, the future will not be good for us. Because development, peace, and security, all these 3 nexus are going hand in hand. What simply I want to put in is there is no development without peace. If there is no peace, there is no development. And how are we going to achieve this peace? It's through investing in our defense and security system. Therefore, no amount is too much to invest in our defense system. And that's why, apart from putting the money with the statistic I just gave you, look at Kenya. How is their population? They have only 24,000 front-line army officers in the field. Nigeria has over 240. What is their welfare to their family? What is their insurance? All these things we need to look into it. What are the tools that the world will look into our country's defense system to rank you? Number of your military, number of your tanks, aircraft, how technological advancement you invested in your military and your systems, etc. All these things requires money. Okay, even the little ones or the meager resources that are appropriated, what are the process of funding, process of release? Is it timely? Is it on time? We have been losing officers day in, day night. It's a thing of concern. These are gallant people with their families, sacrifice for this country. So if we want things to work, let the government come up with a policy, apart from the appropriation, be it defense funds or anything, to look into our entire security architecture, to augment the existing infrastructure, existing facility, come up with the modalities for training and capacity building, come up to put in DICON and other ministries or other agencies in the military system, in the security system, to enable us to become self-reliant. What are the plans we have on ground for so years on target that we want to start producing? Look at the aircraft constructed by the Nigerian Air Force. Up till this moment, there is no any proper funding for checkmating and thinking of reproducing more and putting such kind of things on board. So therefore, I think if we want a very conducive atmosphere where everybody will sleep everybody will sleep two of his eyes closed, we must defend in our security architecture. There are two things involved. This is a government that we are all confident enough that is fighting corruption. First, appropriation matters. Even the little is yet to be released or is not being released or funded properly. I'm not talking of I just give an indices and statistic of what it's supposed to do. But as I'm speaking, I think priority maybe is not there in terms of releases. If it's there, then it's now left for the National Assembly and any other relevant agency to key into the process to ensure money earmarked or appropriated for particular project is being utilized judiciously. This is also a different task that all of us will do in tandem with the principle of the General Muhammadu Buhari, the president of the country, of fighting corruption. And I'm very much sure if the releases are there, things will improve, because this is a government that has zero tolerance to corruption. But I think this is what actually I want to put in for that.